When it comes to summer, I think of watermelon. Hey Bestie, welcome or welcome back. I've got 8 watermelon DIYs for you. Another super easy Dollar Tree calendar hack. So this calendar that I'm showing you right now has one of the months with these watermelon pictures, which are so cute. And I just thought, you know what? I could make a little watermelon garland. So I cut them all out. And then I've got this faux leather, and I'm going to use that on the back. So I'm just going to use my Beacon fabric tack glue, and I'm going to glue it right on to the back side of the faux leather. And I'm going to cut it out again. And then one side will be the little paper picture from the calendar, and then the back side will be that faux leather. Now it's in gray, that's the color I have, that in brown. I wish it was green, but what I decided to do was well, first I'm going to take some Mod Podge, and I'm going to go over each one on the front to protect the paper, and that just real fast, and then let it dry. Then I'm going to use a green jot marker from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to go over the back. You could use paint markers, whatever you have, but because of the leather, faux leather texture, it comes out so cool. So I did that to all of them. And I'll show you up close here. I got to dry them off because it gets on your fingers, otherwise all the ink. But I will bring that up closer. Do you see that texture? There's my little watermelon rind, and then I've got this green and white twine, and then this is my crocodile. I got this on Amazon. It's in my store, and I can cut so easily right through this because that way I can string this little garland with the twine. So I'm just going to make a hole on each side just below the little rind on the watermelon, and I needed to put a little glue on the end just to kind of thicken up that end and make it stiff, and then it goes right through the hole, no problem. So I'm only going to show you me stringing one because then we all know what that looks like, and I strung them all. And how cute is that? It could go on a tier tray or just anywhere. It's just a short little garland, but I love it. And I think it just came out so cute. Absolutely easy, no sewing involved, nothing. And it's sturdy because of the faux leather. So let me know if you would try something like this. Dollar Tree has faux leather. Cute little piece at the Goodwill for $2. And I know it's already got a watermelon on it, but I'm actually going to paint the whole thing. And because I want the colors to be a little bit more bright and vibrant. These are a little bit more muted. And it's super cute just the way it is, but of course I want to change it. So I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint. I'm going to be using 3 colors. I'm going to use Fern, Crimson, and then I'm also going to use a folk art paint called Sage. So those are the colors I'm going to be using to create a watermelon look. And this is going to be the cutest little watermelon wall hanging. Now you see that little bunny on there? Well, I'm going to use my jigsaw. It'll be the first time I'm ever using it. I'm a little nervous, and I'm going to actually do it on camera. So you'll see just how new I am at doing this, but you've got to start somewhere, right? And I've been dying to use it, and I don't want the bunny on there. I want it to look a little different. You'll see when I get there. But right now I'm just coloring the rind, and then that middle layer, that's kind of that lighter color. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to paint the crimson for the red part of the watermelon. And I know a lot of people do pink. I wish every time I open a watermelon it would be this kind of red. So that's why I make my watermelons red, because to me that's the most appetizing. A pink watermelon is not quite as ripe in my mind, so that's why I do it. Now, here is my saw. So you guys, I'm using this stick so that I don't cut my table. And I'm just holding it over the top, and I'm just kind of aiming for those little edges. What I'm trying to do is make it look like this watermelon has had several bites taken out of it. Now, I'm not experienced enough to make them look like real bites, but I'm doing the best I can, and I'm happy with it. So now I'm going to, sand off those rough edges and clean it up with my little ladybug vacuum, and just kind of get it where I won't get splinters and I won't cut myself or anything. And now I can complete the painting on my little watermelon wall hanging. I'm going to bring out that crimson paint, that beautiful red, and I can start painting over where the bunny was. And it takes several coats to cover, and I actually did 2 coats of every color that I'm doing, and then added a little more on the red because of the fact that there was something underneath it. I'm going to do a light sanding between the 2 green color lines and right where the red meets the lighter color, just to soften it a little bit. Then I'm going to take a black permanent marker and I'm going to make my watermelon seeds. And I know I make a lot of seeds, but I just like the way it looks. I hope they're not like that when I eat them. And then I'm going to use some actually dishwasher safe Mod Podge and cover the entire thing. And I'm only doing that because some other pieces I'm making might have food, and so I figured just take it out and use it for all of them. I have this little word, weekend, that was on a little sign I got, and I had taken it off to wait for another opportunity to use it. And so I'm going to take that, I'm going to take a couple little pieces of wood that I have, and I'm going to use this to do a little bit of paper crafting. So first I'm going to put some painter's tape underneath it so it'll stay down when I paint black all over it. I want to cover that gold. And the painter's tape just works. I don't need to paint the back, just the edges, and it raises this up a little bit, so I'm very easily able to paint it black, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. Now I'll dry it off with my heat gun. You can find most of my tools down in my Amazon store, and there's a link in my description box. I'm going to take that little wood scrap that I have, and I'm going to sand the edges, and then I'm going to paint one side of it black, and then all the edges, and then most of the other side, because part of it's going to be laying flat and you won't see it. I'm going to use my tight bond glue and spread that out with a little brush over the back of the word weekend, and then I'm going to attach that right on top of the watermelon over the rind. I'm going to use some really cute scrapbook paper that has reds and greens in it, and I'm going to cut pieces. The first one is going to go right over that black one. It's actually a black kind of a swirly pattern, and I'm going to cut it just smaller than the square. And then the next piece, I'm going to do the same thing so you can see the edges and the layers, and I'm going to take my scissors and rough up the edges of the paper a little bit, getting all those pieces ready to go. And then I'm going to use my tight bond glue, and I'm just going to attach it right on top, and you see how you can see the edges of each piece. And now I'm going to take this little watermelon cutout that I got at the Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint it with that crimson red, and then I'm going to add the fern to make a rind, and of course I'll make the little seeds again with my permanent marker. To complete the project, I'm going to position these two little pieces on the left side of my watermelon and cover the entire thing in Mod Podge. Hey there, sorry to interrupt you watching my video, but if you don't mind, if you're enjoying yourself, could you hit that like button? I would really appreciate it. Thank you. I really love it, you guys. I'm absolutely smitten with this piece. That I got at the thrift store. It was originally from Kirkland's, and this was only $2. Cute little box. It's got a hole in the top, which I'm going to fully utilize. Start painting it with the crimson and the fern, and again the sage, to create a watermelon. So I'm going to start with the dark rind, then add a lighter strip for the other part of the rind, and then of course do the red with the seeds. And after sanding around the edges and the sides, I'm going to cover the whole thing with Mod Podge. After that dries, I'm going to take a little wooden dowel from the Dollar Tree, and it fits perfectly in that hole right on the top. And I'm going to actually cut it down to size with my miter shears because I didn't want it quite that tall. And I'm going to paint the whole thing black, and I'm going to use it to create a little like sign coming up out of the box. So I've got this heart tag from Dollar Tree, and I had written something on it but didn't end up using it, so I just painted the center with black and went ahead and dried that, and then I painted the back too because you might be able to see that. Next, I'm going to take some scrapbook paper, and I'm going to cut little hearts that are slightly smaller than this one in the little tag, and then another one that's even smaller than the first one I cut out. And I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm going to rough up the edges on all of them, and I'm going to attach them with glue to the top of the tag, and then do the exact same thing, of course, with the next one that's slightly smaller. And I'm just loving that layered look. It's so cute, and I just love using paper in my DIYs whenever I can. It adds such a nice look and feel to it. I'm then going to take the wooden heart and I'm going to hot glue it directly to the dowel, and so it's standing up perfectly like a little sign. I painted this little watermelon cutout from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to figure out how I'm going to attach that also to the front, and then I will hot glue it in place. I also have this other little heart cutout that I'm going to paint with the fern colored chalk paint. And then I'm going to cover that with the Mod Podge, and I'm going to use some rub-on stickers or transfers from the Dollar Tree and spell out the word fun. I cut out a really small piece of cardboard and painted it black so that I could put it behind, because there was going to be a gap there and I didn't want the little heart to fall off, so that kind of secured it right to my sign. I added a cute little love sticker from the Dollar Tree to the center of the hearts, and then I put Mod Podge over everything. Now I could have stopped right there, but I decided to make a cute little messy bow, so I just cut up a bunch of pieces of polyacrylic from the Dollar Tree in the automotive section, and then a couple of buffalo check ribbons, and then I'm just going to cinch the middle with a piece of the black polyacrylic rope, and it comes out so cute, and it's just the perfect touch. The last thing I'm going to do is use some of that black polyacrylic rope and just tie it through the hole on the heart and attach it. You guys, I love this and I hope you like it. Another item I got at the thrift store. It's kind of just like this little cardboard kind of oval shaped box. It was $2. It's so cute with the apples, and I love the colors. They're similar to the colors I'm going to use, but I'm going with the watermelon theme here, so I needed to change it. So I'm using the color fern again, the color crimson and sage to go ahead and paint this. I'm going to kind of treat the top and the bottom almost as separate pieces, but make it so they can fit together. That way they could stand alone. And I'm just starting to paint the rind, and I'm going to change the design. It's not going to be that little checkerboard. I'm going to make it more into actually like stripes. Although I did stripes on the top piece, on the bottom I'm going to actually do them more horizontally so that it looks kind of like a typical watermelon rind. I'm just going to continue painting the colors of the watermelon, and then I'm going to add the seeds and cover everything in Mod Podge. I'm going to smooth the lines by sanding them. I'm using the dishwasher safe Mod Podge on the inside to make sure that this is safe if I want to put some food in it. I had this little plastic handle that was left over from something, I'm not even sure what it was, and it's got these two little points on the end so you can poke holes in the top of this little container, and I can attach them and then secure them with some hot glue. So I'm just measuring so that the holes are even from each side, and I'm going to use my little pokey tool from the Dollar Tree and just kind of make those holes big enough and push those ends right in there and then secure it with hot glue, and it just works perfectly as a little handle. And I love how this one turned out. I hope you love it too. It's just adorable. Red wooden bowl at the Goodwill for $3, and after I removed the tags, which I will say were a little difficult to get off and I had to do some sanding as well, I'm going to go ahead and paint this and turn it into a watermelon bowl So the inside will be the part you eat, and then the outside of the bowl is going to be the rind. And this is the easiest DIY. It turns out so cute. And I'm going to do, you know, the different rind colors, and I'm going to do the crimson red for the watermelon part. And so the colors are fern and sage on the green and the lighter color. And then I'm going to do the little seeds with the black permanent marker. And then I'm going to cover this with dishwasher safe Mod Podge so I can use this for serving food or anything I want like that. And it is so, so cute when it's all done, and so easy, you guys. I am absolutely in love with this little piece. I hope you guys like it. I think it just turned out great. Little crate from the Dollar Tree, and I'm using this paint that I got from Plaid. I'm going to go ahead and paint that first stripe green, and then I'm going to paint the middle one with some white chalk paint. And then I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to kind of blend the two in that little divot, if you will, kind of where the planks are. So I want those two colors to blend a little bit so it looks a little more gradual. Then I'm going to take some red chalk paint from Waverly called Crimson, and I'm going to paint the bottom stripe. And then I'm going to also do blending between the white and the red. Now I am off camera going to paint all the way around these same three stripes. I'm just not going to make you watch me do it. But after I'm done with this, I am going to paint the entire bottom on the outside. I'm not going to paint the inside of the crate, but just the very, very bottom in the red. And that's because you're going to see that. This is going to look like books. You know, you've probably seen that before, but it's also going to look like a watermelon. I'm going to take my black marker and I'm going to write "Hello, Sweet Summertime." And I'm just printing this, but I'm going to add little serifs to the ends of the letters to make it look like a little bit of a typewriter font, but maybe a little more cutesy than that. Anyway, I like the way it came out, so I was pretty happy with it. Next, I'm going to take some jute twine from the Dollar Tree and this cute little watermelon key identifier. Like you put it over the top of your key so you'd know which key it was. And it has a hole on it. I'm going to add the jute twine right in it, and I'm going to hot glue it to the front. It looks so cute, you guys. And then I'm going to wrap the twine around several times until I like the way it looks. And then I'm going to cut it off underneath where you won't see it and just kind of tie it and hot glue it down. Next, I have this luggage tag from the Dollar Tree that's also a watermelon. Oh my gosh, you guys, they had so many cute things. And I'm just hot gluing that to the very top, and that's it. It came out so cute. I love it. Plain black mats from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to be using the crimson red Waverly chalk paint as well as the green paint from Folk Art. And I'm literally just going to paint little triangles with kind of the rounded edge. They're basically little slices of watermelon. And then I'm going to paint the rind, and I'm just using a foam brush for that. And I'm just going to put them all over this mat, just different places, directions, whatever. Super easy, you guys. And then I go back in and I darken up the green, and I'm going to use a black marker to make the seeds. I spray it with a clear seal, and that's it. Easiest DIY ever. little round tag from the Dollar Tree and some watermelon napkins that I found also at the Dollar Tree. I'm going to use this white chalk paint from Home Decor, and I'm going to paint one side of this after I remove the little string. I didn't want the black underneath the napkin that I'm using to decoupage because then it would show through and it would affect the colors of the napkin. Now I'm going to take the napkin out, and I need to separate it because it's more than one ply, and so that's what I'm doing right now. And then I literally am going to put some Mod Podge on the little tag, and then I'm going to set the napkin right on top, and I'm going to use my brayer and attach it, try to get rid of any bubbles. Once that dries, I'm just going to very gently rip the napkin off, pushing down, and then I will have my whole entire tag covered. I'm going to poke a hole where there was already a hole, and then I'm going to add Mod Podge to the top. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to trim around the edges and make sure that I get all of the little stray pieces and rough edges off there. Next, I'm going to trim some little pieces that were from the rind part of the napkin, and I'm attaching them. I don't end up liking how that looks, so even though I did go ahead and do it, I Mod Podged over the top, and then I took out my paint, and I just filled in where the rind should be with the green and then with the sage, and then I made the little layer with the white, and I think it looks a lot better now that I painted it. I should have just done that from the beginning, but that's how it goes sometimes. I'm going to turn the tag over, and I'm just going to go ahead and paint it all green and then use the sage to create the other lines on the rind of the watermelon. I didn't need to paint it white because the green covers the black perfectly. Now I'm going to take some beads that I got from Amazon, which were wonderful. They're in my Amazon store. And I'm doing 4 of each color, so the green and the white and the red. And I'm just putting them on a skewer stick to make it easier to paint them. And of course, I dry everything in between. I just don't show you every time I do that. And then I'm going to string them on some jute twine. I'm going to put a little piece of tape on the end so it's easier to string them. And I'm just going to do a pattern of green, white, and red. I'm going to repeat that until I've used all of them. And then I'm going to stick the end of the jute twine right through the hole on the tag, and I'm going to attach that with a knot. Next, I'm going to make a tassel. I'm going to do this really fast, and I will refer you to a video that I will have down in my description box that gives you very good detail, and it's much slower. So basically, I'm taking 3 different kinds of twine, and I'm going to wrap it around my fingers. The skinniest one I'm going to do 30 times. The next one I think I'm going to do 15 times, and this last one I'm only going to do like 10 times, only because they're thicker. And I just kept them all separate with a little clip. And now I'm kind of merging them together because I wanted to have all these different colors. I didn't want it to just be the jute twine. And once I do that, I'm going to put it through the loops, and then I'm going to tie that. So now it'll be attached to the garland. And then I'm going to tie a string around just the top portion, and then I'll go and I will snip all the other loops open, and I'll give them a trim because they're all over the place since I used all different kinds of twine, and you know, it just didn't come out even, which is fine. I'm going to make it look great when it's all said and done. And then the last thing I'm going to do is just wrap some more of the regular jute twine around a few times just to thicken up that little section that I have tied off. And I think it looks really cute, and I love all the different colors. Please let me know what you think, and I hope you guys really like it as much as I do. Are you ready for more inspiration? I've got another video here I think you will really like. Click on it. I will see you there. You are truly a blessing to me. Bye.